Okay, here's what my desk looks like because I just figured something out and I want to show you. So I'm going to clean up my desk and show you. I can't wait. Okay, so here's what I've been creating, and I had to turn the camera on before this one was even finished. So I have all these playing cards. They're from the Tulalip Resort Casino, somewhat near my home, and you know, they poke a little hole in them when they're done, and so you can go buy them. I don't remember how much it was, but it was inexpensive to buy a box, and at one point I bought a whole bunch of boxes for my classroom to make little accordion books out of them when I was doing a craft project with them. Anyway, I purchased them with my own money because that's what teachers do. And so I wanted to see how I could use them. So of course I have tons of book page. So I wanted to make a little journal spot. So look at that. Isn't that cool? So all I did was I glued them. So, and then I'm going to put some spots for journaling, and then of course I can embellish. So what I'm going to first do is, I have Distress Oxide, but I'm pretty sure it'll work the same way. I have one of these. So let's just see. So I love the vintage style, but I don't have a lot of things that are either true vintage or faux vintage, except for the things that I make or people give me. I have gone to like junk stores and that kind of thing, but I don't have very much time to do that because I have 2 little kids and I barely have time to shop for them, for clothes and stuff. So I don't even get a shop for clothes for me, or you know what I'm talking about. So I don't really have a chance to shop. And I'm not a big online shopper, although I will if I have to. Okay, so I just distressed that. I think I'm going to just lightly distress this. But yeah, I love the vintage style, and I don't have a lot of things. I did splurge last year for some Tim Holtz paper, but then of course I like hoard it and don't want to use it because am I ever going to get it again? No, just kidding. I just want to make some books and stuff with that, some journals with that. So I thought I'd start off with the embellishments for the journals, which is what these are going to be. So that worked really well. I also had this little letter it coffee stamper, but I might use that in the future because I wanted to put maybe just a little something right here. So I gathered all of my supplies. You could also do it with library cards. So I have a lot of these, and these could be a bigger one where you just back them. So that's another idea I have. Anything. I was also thinking cards like this you could make into a little book. And I bought a whole bunch of these at the thrift store. Now this is something I did find at the thrift store. Somebody's like postcard collection. And a lot of these, I'm not interested in the postcard, but the back is kind of cool and it would be a great like journaling spot. So some of them are pretty, some of them aren't. So these are sets of them. So anyway, you could, oh, that's so cute. That'll have to stay. So fun stuff like that. And then I just have tea dyed paper. So I love tea dyeing. And these are tea dyed. These were brand new and I tea dyed them. I've tea dyed graph paper. I've tea dyed notebook paper. This is, I think it's tracing paper, but do you hear that? That's the best. So, but I have an idea for that. So, for this one, I am going to, I didn't sand it, which probably I should have, but I'm going to use my Extreme, oh, I was going to stamp it. See, I even distract myself. I have so little time to craft, and I sat down and there was just things in my way. These cards were in my way, and I was like, ugh, I never do anything with these cards. Why do I have them at my desk? Okay, you know, let's use them, right? And that's how I came up with this idea. I have the things at my desk. So the things at my desk are these cards and a whole bunch of book pages, hence this little thing. And I just wanted to make some embellishments so when I do have the time to craft, I'm going to get a little card and actually make a book, then I'll have things to put in my junk journal. So, and then, okay, I was going to stamp. I got out some stamps. I don't have a lot of stamps, but it's not very vintagey. Let me see here. I do have a few. So, what do we got? What do we have? We have this cool lady. It might be Tim Holtz. I don't know. But I think I'm going to stamp that on this right here. I'll stamp her on there. So, I don't even have an acrylic block. Don't look. Look away, stampers, because this is not the way you're supposed to do things. Do I care? No. I don't care. Who cares, right? Okay. So, put her right down there. It might not be perfect. I'll show you how I cut these too. I just wanted to finish this. So I was like literally halfway through the process and I was like, I should turn the camera on because I miss making videos. You know, it is kind of like a double hobby, the crafting and the videos. Awesome. So she's going to go right there. So I'm going to let that dry for just a second. See if there's anything left on her. Not really. Okay. It's kind of a double hobby. Actually, the making of the videos is like the technical part of the hobby, right? And the crafting is the handmade part. Okay, so I don't care. I'm not hiding the fact that it's a card. It's just fine that it's a card. But this one does cover up the fact that it's a card. So, get out my Elmer's Extreme. So I was gone for spring break and with my children to the beach, and it was amazing. Well, it was hot. I am not from a hot climate. But it was really difficult to fly with a 21-month-old, so sorry if you were on my flight. Down there, back, she was just fine. So I need to craft. So I was thinking about the center here, and maybe I should put something to kind of reinforce that. So I was trying to think, I think I'm going to make this one a pink theme. Have a little pink flare with it. So I have this pink wash. I am not a pink girl, so I like raided my stash for all the pink. And this is one of the things that is pink, and I'm actually going to put some this is not pre-planned at all. It's just my creativity flowing out. Okay. So, here we go. Yay, nay, yeah, that's better. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. Ooh, it's slippery. Okay, I'll let that dry for a minute. Cute little journaling card. So then on the outside, I have things to embellish with. I was thinking, I have some tea bags. that I've been saving because, of course, I can't not save anything. So I was thinking on the front, I could ruffle up a tea bag. Maybe put like a little punch. So I had, this is some pink tie-dye paper that I made. Here's a little punched out, almost like doilie flower, but it didn't punch very well. It was like too thin. Let's see here. I also have these that I tea dyed. Split ring key tags. And they probably got rusty, but I don't care about that. I might put one of those on there. Maybe I could stamp an image on there. So, something for the lady. I have a perfume bottle, but that's too big. Is that perfume? Let's see, what else do I have for the lady? Little tiny things, but let me go look in the other basket. Somehow I got off and I didn't have the rest of the recording. So this is what I ended up. I took a tea bag. You know how you dye tea bags? Or you don't have to dye tea bags. Used a tea bag, dried, cleaned, and I punched this, or I stamped this on it, and I just took a little bit of my hand dyed, sorry, I can hear my baby crying, my unicorn dyed doilie, that's what it's called, and I have a video on how I unicorn dyed, and it's not really unicorn, it's just pink. Anyway, and I tore that up and I put a staple right there, and there is my nice little journaling card. I did glue it with a little bit of this glue here so that when I stick it in like a tuck spot or something, it won't come up. But here is my journaling card, my first one. I'm so excited. I just wanted to make some embellishments, and I feel like this is speaking to what the journal is going to be. So it's going to be pink. It's going to be about a lady. I love this lady. So moving forward, I just want to show you how I started. So you kind of got the second and third steps. Well, yeah. So I'm just taking two cards, and it doesn't matter which cards they are. Maybe I'll take these two here, and I just use book page, but you could use anything. And I think, let's see, kind of wanted to use my tea dyed graph paper for this one. So all I did was I glued it down. Now I'm not sanding these because I'm impatient. So I'm just going to glue this one, and I have Scott's quick dry adhesive. And I need to get some more of this stuff. I use this stuff a lot with my daughters because it is quick dry, and then they don't have to like wait for the glue to dry. It does like, it is wet glue, so if you prefer a drier glue like glue stick, which I might prefer for this, but I'm just kind of going quickly. So that was my first step, is gluing it down, and I just kind of held it there for a minute or two, and yeah, see, it's really going through, so it's kind of wrinkling the paper. So you might want to use a glue stick. Then I folded it. Okay, so I folded it like that, and I gave it a little crease because this is going to be a book. A little mini book. Just kind of, there we go. Oh yeah, a lot of glue came out. Okay, now I know that I have a space for the fold, because I don't want to put my next card right up against it, because then it will be really tight when I fold it. So I'm going to just put some more glue on this side, and this is what I did last time, is I put some glue on, and then I put this one on top of this one, like that, and then I folded the paper over. And don't forget to put your cap on your glue because it will dry. Because it's quick dry. Okay. So I'm just kind of smoothing out, but I don't want it to glue to itself. So that is how I got the cards together. Then I'm letting this dry for a minute and I'm putting in the journaling spot. So you could use, again, anything you want. I'm going to use graph paper, or just regular paper, and I just took a card and I used a pencil and I traced around the card because I don't want it any bigger than the card. In fact, I want it smaller than the card, and you could totally make it even smaller than this. I was thinking you could use like little speech bubble sticky notes. That would be cute. I have some pink speech bubble sticky notes. They might be a little too big. So you could do that. You could also cut out a speech bubble. You could do anything on the inside. You don't have to use lined. I just want to use it for like a journaling spot. You could stamp lines. I don't think I have a line stamp. But so anyway, that was an idea I had. But I'm gonna stick, this theme is calling to me. So then I'm gonna fold the paper and I'm gonna cut on the inside of the lines. And however deep you cut on the inside of the lines, that's how small your card is going to be. So if you want like some of the card to show, which I think on this one I will, I'll do a smaller one. So I want like the 5 and the heart. So here's my line, and I'm just cutting, and I'm just hand rounding the corners, like no special tool. But I'm pretty much, I mean, that's quite a lot that I cut off. Can you see on the inside? And it's not straight. I don't really care too much, but a little straight would be good. Okay, and then the bottom I'll cut a little bit off. I hope this is like somewhat in view. And again, I'm going to cut quite a severe amount on this side, and then we'll just center it when I'm done. Okay. So now I have two the same. Oh, shoot. Okay, so if that happens, do something else on the other side. So, I don't know. We'll think of something. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll do... Should I do one of these? It's just... I need to vintage it. But yeah, let's do this. So... I don't think I want the words. I just want... I don't like how it's so dark. Where's my other one? Here we go. Okay. This is better, where it's just wispy like that. So I'm just going to maybe trace it like that, right on the line there. Can you see what I'm doing? I know it's probably far away. There we go. That's better. So I'm just going to trace it, and I can, you know, turn this over if I need to. If I get pencil, like I got pencil mark there, so I'll just turn this over. So it'll match as far as like the size goes. And I'm not into perfect, so I'm not cutting it perfect, and I don't care about perfect, but it'll be another pink element. I'm not into pink, but apparently this journal is going to be pink. It's just, that's what is calling me. So there we got 2 journal cards. I'm going to go like that. Okay, so it's still a little sticky. Nope, it's not sticky. So I'm going to distress this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I distressed this. I totally just went boom and then left it there. So it's not my favorite, but I do like it better than the white. Maybe I can hide it in some way. I'm not sure. You could still write with black ink. It's not super light though, but that's okay. I'm learning. Okay, so back to my little guy here. So I'm just gonna trim with my scissors. And I think one thing that's important is you line it up. Like, I don't know if I did a good job of that. So maybe that's something I need to think about in the future. The corners also aren't stuck down. I definitely think a little light sand would be in order. And then you could use glue stick, which would be way better, I think. But again, these are like my prototypes. I'm showing you like my process, not really the end final product. Okay, so I'm going to distress. I'm going to try distressing with this little guy. So, oh yeah. It's probably making the entire camera wiggle. So my only real goal is to cover up that hole that they punch in there. That's my only real goal. So, you know, what you could do is you could put a whole piece of paper. Ooh, that's even better. You could put a whole piece of paper across it. Let's see. And then put the journaling cards on it. That might be a better layer. Maybe, maybe not. I'm getting down to the scrappy scraps. I could use this as just a way to reinforce the, I'll do that. Almost like tape, but not tape. So I'm just going to take this tea-dyed notebook paper and I'm going to put it right in here just to reinforce that spine a little bit. I mean, it's not a spine because, well, yeah, it is. Anyway, put that in there. Just a little bit of reinforcement. Did I say that I love to tea dye? Like, I love to tea dye. I don't know. Does people buy pre-tea dyed paper? Because that's what I would sell if people would buy it. Okay. So I'm just going to cut off the edges this way. And that's how I made the inside. And then you can, again, decorate however you want. So that's nice. That made it just that little bit stronger. So I'm going to put this here. I'm not sold on this here. I feel like maybe I should embellish this side, but I am going to put this guy here. And I'm going to just go for it with the glue stick. Can you see? Still getting used to this setup. I have my other setup, so it's in a different room. So I could still go back to that if need be, but it's kind of louder. And so anyway, this is my phone, so it's nice because I can just sit on the couch and edit this video for you all, which there's not going to be much editing, I'll tell you what. Okay, so like I said, I kind of wanted to keep the 2 there. And then I'm going to put this here. So, got back a couple days ago and I've just been vegging out and doing laundry and playing with my kids. They were so excited to see their toys. I mean, they're little guys. They're real little. So I think it was just so cute that they loved their toys. They missed their toys. So this is what it looks like so far. Here's the outside. I might round that corner a little bit. So then I can embellish any way that I want. So kind of want, I like this little doily. Oh, this script. You know what I might do is I might stamp the script on this side. Yes. Good idea, Kate. So, got a script stamp. This is one of my favorite stamps, period. I hope I'm recording. Yes, I am. So I'm gonna, because this is like a letter, you know, this is like somebody's letter. So I'm just gonna stand up, line it up, and stamp. Maybe I should have done that on the pink library card before I glued it down, but oh well. Yeah. Awesome. That would look cool on the front too. That would look cool on the front. Maybe I'll do this whole thing. That's going to take a lot of me stamping. Okay, so we're going to do mostly that. This is a little tiny guy here, but maybe it can just be light, you know, a light stamp. And then I can put some other little things on the front. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but it can't be bad, right? Yeah, it can't be bad. Okay, and then maybe I'll do that ruffle with the, yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's great. Turning out so great. Okay, then I'm going to do the little ruffle with the T. So I'm just going to, I had one. Here it is. I just cut it off. I believe, yep, right there. I cut it off. So I'm going to do a little ruffle. And maybe I'll do it on this side. And then maybe I can have that, yay, go out of it like that. So I'm going to do that. So let me glue this down. Where's that quick dry? And put it back. All right. So this is some more of that hand-dyed unicorn paper. This is like just white cardstock it was on. Oh, I'm so not good at like distressing, but I should distress. Shouldn't I? Okay. It's gonna go right there. You know what might be fun? Like a little tag, like a little thing to turn it over. Maybe I'll do, I might, well, let's see. Okay, maybe I have to make another one. So then this, what if I stamped something on there? That might be a good idea. Here's a little coffee cup, or tea, one of the two. It doesn't have, okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stamp. I love these little tea set stamps. So I'm working pretty fast, pretty intuitive, but I like this vintage style and I want to keep going with it. Yay, that looks fantastic. All right. I should do this, and then I'll put the little ruffle. This is so much fun. Yay, I'm proud of myself for, I was kind of afraid of like doing vintage stuff because like I don't have it, and I never really done vintage stuff. I mean, maybe little bits here and there, but I work pretty colorfully, but I'm kind of tired of the color. So I wonder if this would distress at all. I'm sure it's making the camera do lovely, lovely things. But just like a little bit, since it's a teacup, and then kind of ruffle, kind of like I did my, what did I do? My back is, let's see if I can get a little ruffle going up there. What did I do? I did some embellishments with, gosh, it's been a while. I can't remember what I did. Look back in my video, like DIY embellishments. Oh, like rosettes. That's what I did. These would make great rosettes. Here, I could do this, and I could staple it. And then on top of the staple, so I'm going to staple my like half rosette. And then on top of the staple, I'm going to put something. I have, maybe here's a little heart. Yeah. So I'll just do that quick dry again. And then I'll be done with this video, but I'm going to keep making more. But I just wanted to show you guys and make a little video and say hello. I didn't tell you any of my stories about my vacation. There was some great parts and there was some not so great parts, but that's, I guess, traveling with children, right? Yeah. Specifically, yeah, the airline that we flew on. They were not kid friendly at all. And I'm not one to call people out, like, in a public way, but let's just say I will be never flying that airline again. And it's not my normal airline because I didn't buy the ticket. My dad did. Thank you, Dad. But anyway, we had fun once we got there. So that was good. The kids loved it. So, cutie pie. So there's a little journaling card. I could do more in there, but I'm not going to. Here's my first journaling card. So cute. So I hope you enjoyed and maybe try to make some for yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.